year after we married, I realized that he was really functioning bankrupt. Had this extravagant wedding, and we rolled out white carpet, and he shouldn't have been doing all that.
Right.
Everybody on the sofa reached out to me except for Candice and Wendy.
Where we left off last year, you had physically assaulted me. At that moment, I could have said, this is my lick back. I had all this information and ammo about you. So while I did not call you, please understand that the woman I am, I never once said anything till today.
Wendy, I didn't know your mother was in the hospital. Nobody told me your mother was in the hospital. When did I make fun of your mother?
You said you talked to Jamal and you said my mother was evil.
What are you talking about? I'm talking about your mother in the hospital.
Because
it's a bold-faced lie.
That's fine, but that doesn't negate the fact that she called my mother evil while my mother was in the hospital. Like, if we're gonna try to move forward in any way, let's respect each other's parents and let's not be snide in our comments.
And stop lying when it comes to what I said about your mother, because I did not know your mother was in the hospital. I stand by that. So, as it relates to this show, everyone told me not to do it.
Yeah.
But my dad.
But your dad?
Yeah.
Really? And why did he tell you to do it?
Because he was like, you're amazing. And everybody needs to see that. And he, you know, loved being able to take us to New Orleans and do all that and just support me in any way possible. I was there with him when he took his last breath. And I remember you were.
I know, with my mom.
Yep.
It's okay.
And, you know, he taught me so much. You know, when they give out dads, I lucked up. I got, like, one of the best of the best.
You have someone who's feeling a lot of emotion for what you just expressed about your dad, and there's something really nice about that.
Yeah, and she's having emotion that shows that she does care for you.
That's kind of what I'm trying to acknowledge.
Yes, we get it.
We get it.
Okay. I regret greatly that Gizelle would try to weaponize, once again, her children to make Candice and Wendy look like we are evil people.
I have never weaponized my children.
I have always
I have never weaponized my
shown
children.
love to all three of your children. My response at the time was, are you mad at me?
Correct.
And you read it, and you did not respond.
Correct.
I texted you, I'm sorry it's happening to your family. You didn't respond. So then, yeah, when this stuff comes out about you and the paywall, it's like, oh, she's like on one.
That colorism conversation is so uncomfortable for me.
I understand.
I've never experienced that in my life. Never. And I did not know how.
Yeah, how do you navigate that?
When the stuff about Juan came out, all of y'all talked about it, but nobody accused me of plotting, of, you know, lying, a cover-up, like none of that. That is the stuff that really, really, really hurt me as a friend.
Talking about any aspect of race is not uncomfortable for me. I mistakenly thought that you all thought that way as well.
I don't have any problems talking about colorism. I'm a member of a black sorority. I went to a black college.
Yes, and
I can have colorism conversations
and color,
and
when
that has nothing to
you.
do with you going on social media and insinuating that we're colorist.
If we step back for a second, and if this was a black and white conversation, it's almost equivalent to someone saying, man, I'm so hurt that you called me a racist.
There's no better group of black women on the Bravo network to talk about that than us.
No, actually, that's very incorrect. Because if you want to talk about colorism, then you need to have the range to talk about it. And a lot of people on this couch, whether you want to admit it or not, do not have the range. And I will stop it there.
But she still believes that I plotted on her husband.
But that's one. Like, we need to take steps here. I've been really good at not engaging on social media, not attacking anybody, not doing anything, because I was under the impression that the reunion is my time to really say what I want to say.
You gotta get it out now.
Yes, I've been attacked, I've been dragged. I'm gonna say
what you don't want to do is allow anybody to stop you
So if anyone tries to interrupt you, you say, hey, can I speak? Again, what you don't want is me speaking for you. I will do that.
You are not helping me. You can go back with one Dixon.
Chris, we didn't see you a lot this season. Was that by design?
Yeah, it was.
You don't want to be in the mess.
If I'm not wanted around, I don't need to be around. Honestly, after last year's reunion, I'm tired of talking about it. I haven't mentioned it since that reunion.
Okay.
I'm sorry, the 3 subsequent interviews that aired after the reunion. I haven't talked about it. I haven't tweeted about anything. I just really don't give a
Chris, this year a woman came out online and claimed she had an affair with you and even had an abortion for you. Then a few weeks later said she made the whole thing up. You ever met the person?
No, I've never met this person.
So the screenshots.
I've never met this person.
But
I don't
you
know
can still
anything about
send screenshots.
It's very interesting. Some people say that Candiace needs to be responsible for her words, but to allow somebody to say, I used the wrong word, and we're just gonna say, okay.